The Karuru are beautiful, but they're not very smart. And they will sit next to a bowl of food and starve to death because they don't recognize it as food. But if they see another pigeon eating, then they go, oh, that's what that is. So we often have one we call a model bird that we keep until the next one's oriented, and then we'll let that one go. So every morning we thaw out some peas and corn, and then we chop up some grapes and some apple and some banana and some kiwi fruit, and that's what we feed to the Karuru. In the tui food goes, what's that? Juice, apple juice. Can you hold the apple juice? And honey. Can you hold the honey? And, well, that's tricky.
Water.
Just water, that's right. We put some hot water to melt the honey. And do you know what this is?
Baby.
It's baby cereal. It is. It's baby rice cereal. And we put some of that in there. And then finally, you probably haven't seen this, but this is a drink. It's got lots of vitamins and minerals. It helps make people strong. It's actually for people, and we put some of that in there too. So look at all the things you're holding. Apple juice, honey, water, baby cereal, and nutritional drink. And we mix all of those together to make a drink every day for our friends the Tuis.
Who wants to feed the donkeys? Okay, I've got 9 pieces of food, so I'll just give you each a piece. Just hold on to the pieces.
Do they tickle your hand?
Okay, just hold on to these. Anyone else? You don't have to. You don't.
Did you want a tuna there?
Give it a...
No.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay. That's it. Like
Look at that. Okay. They've all been rescued as well. This one is Rosie, the big pig. Her name is Rosie. And these are called Kuni pigs. They're the native New Zealand pig. There are different types here that have been introduced. This is Jose, by the way, the younger one. We got him from the SPCA. We try and give them good clean water, we make sure they have plenty of food, and we give them shelter for when the weather's not so good. And then lots of love as well, because animals really respond to love. And he got rescued from an abattoir. The kids won't understand it, but anyway, he got rescued, and that's hence his name, Lucky. Yeah. Nellie here. Nellie came from actually from our neighbours up at the front gate there. He's the man there was a hunter, and he found her and her sibling in the forest. Their mother had died. We're not sure if it was at his hands or not, but anyway, he rescued them. But then he didn't know how to look after them, and one of them died. But then, so I can't do this, so he asked us if we'd take care of her. Beautiful. Compost that's a few months old. Same thing. Look at that. I'm going to get a close up of this. I'll show you the worms in here. Look at that. So here we are in our vegetable garden, and here you can see the final stage of the composting that we use here, which is effectively the donkey poo that we collect from the animals that live on the sanctuary. You can see that if you can get a close look at that. It's really fine, friable, very easy to use. As a result, we have quite a lush garden, although it's coming to an end in some places now. And we attempt to feed ourselves, plus we provide a lot of food for the animals. As you can see here, this silver beet, for example, there's plenty here for both us and the animals. The donkeys, the pigs, the chickens, the ducks, they all love this sort of thing. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Look at this. We'd call this one Jeannie, Miss Congeniality. She's such a friendly little chook, but you can see the state of it. She's been with us for probably 2 months now, and she's still, it was just finally starting to grow back her feathers. You can imagine what she was like 2 months ago. Technically, she's one of the better ones.
The building that we're building for the infirmary will be multi-purpose. So what we're also going to do is have a room attached that can be used for several different things. One of the things it'll be used for is when we have school children come and we do lessons with them on native birds. We can use that area as an education center. It will also be functioning as the place where we initially put the rescued battery hens. When they first come to us from the battery, they are in very, very bad shape, and you'd think that they'd be really excited to be free and out of those tiny small cages where they're crammed, where they can't move. But in actual fact, they're really traumatized and they don't know what to do with the space. And so initially we need to keep them in a smaller area that's dark and quiet. So that room will also be able to function as that. And then we gradually increase the light, increase the space as the hens become more confident. We'll keep a deep sawdust base there because it sounds really awful, but because they've been standing on chicken wire for months and months and months, their feet are quite painful and often their toenails have grown right around and we have to clip them. And so first we put them on very soft sawdust so that it's not painful for them to stand. Many of them have to learn to walk again literally. And then we can increase the space, increase the light, and it only takes a week before we start to open the stable doors, and then they're like little vampires at first. They look out at the light and they shrink from it, they don't know what to do, and after a while one will run out and kind of run back in, and after a few days, then you can't get them out of it. They go out, they lay, they flop, they sunburn because they've got no feathers, and but they love the sun. And that's the start of the normalization process for the battery hens. Eventually our goal is to rehome those battery hens, and we look for good homes that will provide a slaughter-free permanent environment where the hens can totter around for the rest of their lives. They'll reward, of course, people with wonderful eggs. And they need a coop at night so they've got safety and warmth in the winter, and free range or a big run during the day so they can enjoy the sun and the grass and hunt for bugs and do the things that a bird should naturally do, peck and scratch and lay.
This one's called, her name is Laurie. We've had Laurie a little over a year. She came from bird rescue. It was someone's pet, was found, and no one claimed it. She's kind of like the boss of the house here. She's very bossy.
There we go. Lids are her favorite. She never gets bored either, She just could play. She's a happy, happy bird.